Good morning, good morning, students. Today we start the new topic of discrete mathematics, that is graph theory. I already dis- I already discussed discrete mathematics is a collection of tools which will help to solve a bigger problem. For example, graph theory. In the graph theory is basically a tool that is used in all the field. For example, in the PhD, when we stuck in the problem, then we simply convert our problem into the some graphical problem that is already solved. Or we say we know already there is a solution for to that type of problem. Then we simply convert our problem to the graph theory problem. Then we after solution, then we simply convert our solution regarding our problem. Excuse me. So a graph, in the graph theory, in the gate there is a so much weightage, and in the so examination like ISRO, DRDO, and UGC net, there is so much exam in the graph theory. The question comes from the graph theory is essential. At least 2 or 3 questions always comes in the exam. So graph theory is a very important topic. In this, first we see the what is graph, types of graphs, then Euler circuit, Hamiltonian circuit, and Hevelinsky theorem, and graph curling, isomorphism. There is so much topic in the graph theory. We discuss one by one. First, we see the what is graph. So basically, graph is represented by the phonetic symbol is G. Phonetic symbol basically is G. So in G, there is two set of vertices. There is two parameter which is represented by capital V and capital E, where V represent the set of vertices and E represent the set of edges. So set of object, the set of vertices V1, V2, V3, V4, Vn, and another set E1, E2 called edges. For example, in this case, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, these are the vertices, and edges are AB is the edge, BC is the edge, C. These are the edges, and these are the simply vertices. Each edge EK is जो कोई भी edge, either we say EK is identified with an unordered pair. Unordered pair, and if we check the ordered pair. Ordered pair means if we say A's come from A to B, then it is not meaning we don't say that this A's comes from B to A. In the unordered collection, either we say this is from A to B, either from B to A. Both are correct. But in the case of ordered, either edges come from B to A, either edges come from A to B. So only one condition true in the case of ordered collection, ordered edges, and when we say unordered means both are correct in the case. When we say the ordered edges, then we always say that is a directed graph. Directed graph means there is a direction how this edges come from, either it's a A to B. Then when we see the arrow in the graph, then it is a directed graph. When there is no arrow, then it is undirected graph. Undirected graph means unordered pair. Either we say A to B, either we say B to A. Both are correct. And what is the edges? As any edge is associated with the two vertices. For example, A to B. A or B both are the vertices and AB is the edge. Then always edge end with the two vertices. For example, in the case A to B, A to B is the edge where A and B are two vertices. Next is self loop. The self loop is having the same vertex. For example, in this case, when the edge comes from the same vertices and again back to the same vertices, then it's called the loop. When the both the source and end vertices both are the same, then it is we say it is a self loop. Parallel edge. Parallel edge means for the given pair of vertices, if there is a edge parallel to it. For example, let's suppose this edge is A and this edge is B. Then this vertex is A and simply this vertex is B. Then for the same pair of vertices A or B, either edge A, either edge B, both are correct and both are the parallel edges. And next terminology is adjacent vertices. Adjacent vertices means if two vertices are joined with the same edges, then they are called the adjacent. Let's suppose this edge and this edge both are joined with the same vertices, then this called the adjacent vertices. For example, A is the adjacent of B and A is adjacent. Let's suppose this is C, then A is the adjacent of both B and C. And next is, it is not vertices, it is mistake, it is adjacent edges. If two edges are adjacent incident on the same vertices, let's suppose this edges onto the same vertices, this A, then A is called the adjacent edges. Then these are the called the adjacent edges because these edges is incident on the same vertex A. Next is multigraph. Next is multigraph. तो multigraph means a graph G with parallel edges. यहाँ पे क्या है, parallel edges तो होंगी, but क्या होगा बेटा, no loops नहीं होंगे, then it's called a multigraph. Means parallel. Let's suppose this is a graph in which, let's suppose this is the parallel edge, then this graph is multigraph because there is no loop. A pseudograph means there is a self loop but no parallel edge. Let's suppose in this case there is a self loop but there is no parallel edges, then this is called the pseudograph. So there is a table. If self loop and parallel edge both are not present, then the graph is called the simple graph. Simple means there is कोई extra चीजें नहीं है, no self loop, no parallel edges, then it becomes a simple graph. If there is a parallel edges but no self loop, then it becomes the multi graph. If there is a self loop but no parallel edges, then it becomes the pseudo graph. Or graph means anything allow, either self loop, parallel edges, both are allowed, then it is a, we simply say it is a graph. Next is finite graph. Then what is finite graph? Finite graph means finite when there is finite number of vertices as well as the finite number of edges, then this is called the finite graph. Means if we count the number of edges and number of vertices in a graph, then it becomes a finite graph. Or if we say if the number of vertices are finite, then we simply say the number of edges must be finite. Next is null graph. Null graph means there is with only vertices, no edges. Then this is a null graph. In this there is only vertices A, B, C. There is 3 vertices, but there is no edges. Then it is becomes the null graph. Next is trivial graph. A trivial graph only one vertex without an edge. Then is called trivial graph. Trivial graph means only one vertex is simply A. Then it is a trivial graph. Means this is a smallest graph possible. Smallest graph possible. One vertices without an edge. It is a smallest. This is become trivial graph. Next is complete or full graph. Then complete or full graph means in a simple graph. Simple graph means there is no parallel edges, no self loop. So in that graph, there exists a edge between each and every pair of vertices, and each vertices are adjacent to each other. Then we set the graph is complete graph, and complete graph is always represented by the k, and n is the number of simple number of vertices. Let's suppose this is in this two vertices, then we simply it is a k2, k2 k2 means there is two edges, sorry, there is two vertices and both are adjacent to each other, then it is a complete graph. Next is k3. K3 means there is three vertices and all the three vertices, yeah, are adjacent to each other. Likewise in the k4 all the edges are adjacent to each other, k5, k6 and k7. So simply we say this is a in the mesh network. In the computer network, we already read the computer network. In the computer network, we read the mesh network, and mesh network is the same as a complete or full graph. So maximum number of edges in a simple graph or complete graph is n into n minus 1 by 2. Why? Why? Tell me how it is possible. N into n minus 1 by 2. So this is a simple probability question. First one have a, for every graph, let's suppose this vertex have only one edges, so two vertices got 2 into 2 minus 1 divided by 2. 2 why? Because this edges is calculated twice. From this vertex it is calculated from this, and this vertex from this edge. So then it is divided by 2. And from the one vertex there is always n to n minus 1 number of edges, then total formula becomes the n to n minus 1 by 2.